son, O holy night. Something broke within him. He later came to confession and said, Father, I don't know why, but it felt like God was calling me by name. That is the power of faith. Professional JesuNova Faith. It reaches those who would never enter a church. The Jesus parade in New York City is not about spectacle. It is about incarnation, God entering flesh, faith entering strength, hope entering fatigue. In a world overwhelmed by consumerism, Christmas risks becoming a season of noise without meaning. Our live Nativity restores the center. It reminds us that Christmas is not about what we buy, but about whom we receive. Some will ask, is this appropriate? Should faith be displayed so openly? Scripture answers clearly. Jesus himself walked openly through cities and villages. He preached in public squares. He healed in front of crowds. He was crucified outside the city walls. Visible to all, Christianity has never been a hidden faith. It has always been proclaimed, of course. Such public witness requires humility. A Jesus spirit must not glorify performers, organizers, or institutions. It must glorify Christ alone. The Nativity must remain simple, reverent, and faithful to the gospel. When done rightly, it becomes not a protest, but an invitation. In the heart of the parade stands the child. Silent, vulnerable, dependent. This is the most radical message of Christianity. God did not conquer by force. He conquered by love. In a city obsessed with strength, success, and control, the image of a helpless infant challenges every false idol. Let me share another story. Years ago, during a Christmas outreach in a crowded downtown area, an elderly woman approached the nativity scene. She stood quietly, tears in her eyes. When asked if she was alright, she replied, I lost my son this year. Seeing the baby Jesus reminds me that God knows what it means to give his child to the world. That moment was a sermon no words could replace. A New York City Jesus parade carries that same potential. It speaks not only to believers, but to the wounded, the lonely, the searching. It tells the atheist that faith is not afraid to be seen. It tells the believer that hope still has a voice. It tells the city that God has not abandoned it. Christmas 2025 arrives in a world still marked by uncertainty, wars, economic fear, moral confusion. Into this fragile moment, the gospel does not shout condemnation. It whispers hope. Do not be afraid. That was the angel's message then, and it remains the message now. From a theological perspective, the public nativity is a reminder of God's missionary nature. The church does not exist for itself. It exists to carry Christ into the world. When the streets become a sanctuary,